Okay, so I figured out why there was a nan. I just forgot a +1 in the acceleration calculator. Now it's working. Oh yeah, and I did have an error in the unit tests. Yeah, for unit tests, I accidentally did the wrong test and I put the velocity of Earth in the same direction as its x-coordinates, so it's not actually doing the proper math. Okay, but now they're passing amazingly, and I did a bit of off-camera changes now. Nothing about the actual code changed. Okay, so first of all, the first step here is just going to be opening the include slash, what is in there again? I forgot I have this. I'm just gonna. Okay, so in particle en position and velocity are fine to keep. I'm just gonna delete that. Yeah. Okay, so now there are a bunch of errors. Let me go scroll down. Somewhere, hello, I request the errors. Yeah, why do we need these? I'm gonna get rid of this. No, you can keep acceleration actually, just I don't want you to be editing it. And if you're writing a library, you have an SOA you can edit directly, so why? Anyway, res.acc. And I have to delete it here too. Okay, so now that those errors are gone, WQ and Q. Next, src slash particle.cpp. I think it does it. Dot push back 000. Dot mplace back. I'm gonna replace this with another mplace back. Where are you? Where are you? I can get rid of that. Is that it? Is that it? I'm going to have to check again. No, without this. And is this gonna build without errors? Yeah, this is a bunch of in-particle stuff. The core shouldn't be affected. Yes, it's going to build. Good. I'm just gonna pretend these warnings don't exist. It's just a test, guys. It's not gonna be a problem. And I'm just gonna ignore this warning. Okay. Now what? What was I here for again? Uh. 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 Let's. Okay, so let's do a fancier method of gravity. So, like, Jacobi. Let's do Jacobi gravity. I should be inspired enough to, open the rebound and see what it has. I don't remember exactly what's in there. So, SRC. Hello. Where are you, rebound? Thank you. Okay, so where are you? This is gonna take quite a while. Oh yeah, in my last project I just looked at the rebound code and transliterated it. This time I'm going to have to read the papers and figure out how I'm supposed to code it. Reb status, you're useless. I don't really care, do I? Hello, where are you, integrators? Thank you. You are here. You have IS-15, WH-Fast, SCI, Leapfrog, None, Janus, Mercurius. Yeah, just quite a few. Here, but in gravity, this is what I want. None, basic, compensated, tree, Mercurius, Jacobi, and trace. Like, Mercurius. I'm gonna Google if Mercurius. Does the Mercurius integrator require Mercurius gravity? Does Reb integrator Mercurius require Reb gravity Mercurius? I'm going to check in the source file if it's necessary then, since Google's not being helpful. Somewhere in stepping it's showing that, gonna show that I'm going to have to check. Mercurius synchronize. Okay, it does not work. I don't care. Where are you? Recalculating. Okay, where are you? Thank you. Encounter step. Okay, bro. Where are you? 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 Okay, so according to this, it's kind of forced its own. Okay, so I don't think I need that option. I don't need that. I can just merge those. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to rebound.h and immediately begin scrolling back down. This is why I hate C code. It turned into this madness. But anyway, so let's just do gravity. We have. Oh yeah, there's also no gravity. I forgot about that option too. We have rep gravity. So Jacobi. Jacobi's probably the easiest one to do. Okay. Jacobi gravity. Gravity routine. Aw, come on. Okay, bro. Does it have any documents anywhere? You have Saba, Mercurius, Janus, Simulation Archive, WHFast. Okay, I think I might have found the one I need. Let me just check this one. Open like a new tab. And now, let me just check this. Where is this? View page. Thank you. I don't care, do I? I need the paper. I need the actual paper, bro. Open this guy. Just see if I can read this whole. Okay, good. The whole thing's here. Downloading and compiling code. Okay, rebound's extremely modular. I mean, choices are modular, but like, this entire code is like intricately tied to the rev simulation struct, where it's basically inextricable. Yeah, speaking of gravity, I do have to check if I use that. nvim include slash excel.hpp. Integrator. No, where is it? Q, and I'm just going to do ls include. Gravity.hpp. Colon Q, no. Include. I forgot to include favorite. Yeah, here. I'm going to have to restructure the whole thing. I would say that, like, yeah, because our two vectors is going to cause major cache dislocality. Not great. So instead, I'm going to have to do some updates here. So, Q. nvim include slash particle.hpp. Sync store. It's storing two of those at the moment. But what if we want to, access it or something? Yeah, okay. I think that's a good method. Okay, so we're just gonna make this do. See if I can adapt my sync store to just put everything in one vector, which is actually pretty good for cache. So I think I'm just going to do do I really want to make a standard optional right now? Include standard optional. Check what I have up there. C standard in standard vector. Yeah, I'm just gonna treat it like a. I'm gonna just treat it like -1 is the no value. Size T. What should I call this? Test thrush. Yeah, okay, it's going to have to. Let's just make it assume some things. And then let's just call. If the test thrust is -1, that means there is none. Anyway, I'm going to just call it. Push back so it's not gonna break, so all my code won't break, but like I'm gonna add some ones for test too. Data.insert. How does insert work? Standard vector insert. Okay. Position. Do I really have to make an iterator for this? Can I not just use an iterator? I mean an index. Can I not do that? Oh well. So we have if data opt index, my favorite. Private, then it's just gonna have size eval and then bool exists. Public. And then you just opt index. Size eval bool exists. Exists true. Opt index, nothing, it just okay, -1 actually technically is not a technical one, technically is a valid result, but like this is the 64-bit integer limit. There's no spacing could possibly occur. I think I'm good on that bit. I'm just gonna do -1. I don't care about the warning. That's most definitely going to be -1, and then you're just gonna do this, and I think this can just end. Bool exists. Or just it's gonna be an operator bool. Explicit operator bool. This isn't Rust where it does nothing. It doesn't, it returns. Anyway. Size D get. The most idiomatic way to do this in C++, so I'm just gonna yeah, don't think my thing is having a good day anyway. What is it called? Optional bad access. Standard bad optional access. Invalid. I think I've done too much. How to make your own exception class. Virtual const scar what constant no accept. Turn invalid. Invalid access. Yes. My favorite. Okay, what do you want, Mr. Compiler? Oh yeah, there's an error right here. If test thresh and I'm just gonna make it is valid, and it just returns. Oh, come on, I've been too much rust today. And cool, that looks complete now. We just return val here. If test thresh, we then just end up like I think it's a data dot insert. .c begin. Plus test fresh dot get L anyway, going back here. Okay, so there's also the move one here. I'm just gonna copy that in. Yeah, this is gonna be put a comment here. Okay, so they're now not in the place. Because if I'm in place, I can't really do that. I'm just gonna get rid of in place. Okay, let's see now. Does it have anything useful? Okay, nope, looks like there are no errors here. Okay, now let's do SRC. Let's go to source. There's probably thousands of errors there. DD. I just realized that may not be a good thing to say. Okay, is that all the errors here? And here I'm just going to do some logic. If I go to push back, I'm now gonna just it does have to also increment test thrust. And I noticed a micro optimization, but yeah, I'm just gonna do that. that and pause test thresh. Good. Okay, now that we are here, let's see enough to do ones for test particles. So and popback has to also be updated, so void popback if if test thresh, yeah, my brain's not having a good day. Erase. Data are erased. I'm just going to erase the last non last non-test. So erase. And test thresh is the start of the test. So like the index before it is a particle that actually affects things. So data dot begin plus rest dot get, and then we're gonna have to decrement test thresh. Now we're gonna code the equivalent, but it's void pushback test. Const TL if not test thresh test thresh will equal data.size. Now I'm just gonna do, I do have to make this opt index operator equals Rather than relying on this, yeah, it's probably a better idea to just do this. Bool is valid is true. I'm just gonna set it to 0, I guess. I'm just gonna set this to is valid false. Okay, return val if return is valid size t index, and it's just going to set, can do two things. Val equals index and is valid equals true. And now for the basic math operations that all indices should have. I'm not gonna add a bunch of like mod and division. Like, who cares about those? Or I should probably do that. I'm just going to end up basically just implementing all of these. So. Operator plus, it's going to return an opt index. And for all of these, if it's an invalid, it's just immediately gonna throw. Private void throw. How do I mingle this? Throw underscore. Throw if. Throw not valid, it's just gonna end up doing. If not is valid, throw bad optional access. Yes, okay. Throw not valid. Here, just gonna do throw not valid. Val return opt index other. Next, opt index. Or you know what, that probably could just be done by converting beforehand, so I'm not going to bother with that. Oh wait, we do need to edit this. That's why. Nope, never mind. I will keep this. For top here, I do need to return this. And then since I'm gonna make this a size t, what? Size t operator plus opt index other, and then it's just going to be throw not valid. Return val plus other dot val. Similar thing with subtraction. Throw not valid. And we just do this equivalent again. Size t operator times opt index other throw not valid return. Why did another opt index? Yeah, that might actually be necessary. I'm just gonna make it a opt index other other dot val. I hate boilerplate, but I have to do this because macros in C++ are terrible. Opt index other throw not valid and you just return val divided by other dot val. I hate when it just randomly summons a bunch of folder names. Now, size t, the plus equals minus equals. Oh yeah, and modulus, you still have to deal with that. Operator modulus. You know, I'm probably gonna cut this out of the video. Okay, all the math operators are done. Now just the increments. This one's probably better on camera, so. Size the operator plus plus. Okay, I'm just gonna do the prefix one first, actually. Opt index operator plus plus. Throw not valid. Plus plus val. And then we just do the final return this. And then finally operator postfix increment. Oh yes, a minus. I forgot about that one. Oh well. And finally, the actual post increment ones. Size the operator. Operator plus plus int. Size the copy equals val. First we do throw not valid. Then we do copy. Then we just increment val. Oh wait, I can literally do this manually. Do this. Beautiful. And I think that's good. Good, and though this is... So how many lines are in this thing now? $363, okay. I'm just gonna... Okay, can I get a macro to do this? No, let's just make this a bit clearer for the user. Okay, now the real problem with this is going to have to occur. Oh yeah, forgot. We have to adapt this somewhat because of this mechanism. So if we do this, we do have to drop these test ones. Hello, where is particles test? Okay, I'm gonna open a source file. nvim src slash excel.cpp You're gonna have to adapt this code a little bit. And this is not even gonna exist, so. Index equals particles dot Oh yeah, test thresh is existing. Okay. Test thresh. My least favorite one. Okay, so it's per store actually, per column. So something's weird. That's how I ordered this, I guess. Well, I mean it's controlled, so does it really matter? It should all be controlled. Dot like positions dot If so, we just have particles dot positions dot test thresh and dot get, otherwise just n. Very basic logic. Test thresh Yeah, I should probably give it a test stress method to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you to do that. Okay, now it's just breaking it. I'm gonna do an update to that real quick. Now I have size T. Press, and then all it does is returns test stars. Probably swear test stars is. Auto this. And now instead of having to access the member directly, I can just do this, which should fix the issue. And it does. Next step. Going into integrator.hpp. Okay, that should fix that issue. Now if that's still gonna break. No. No, that's actually unrelated. I mean, that's a wrong thing to open. Excel LSSRC. What do I have to do? So open leapfrog.cpp. Okay, now that we're still okay, there's a bit of an error here. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna get this to compile and then I'll add the extra things. No, that's a wrong number. Okay, this is getting kind of complicated. What's the error? Just gonna quit and open. Gravity.hpp. And just an include. Yeah, I forgot about include. Okay, so now that SRC says leapfrog's complete, now that I hope this thing gonna build, I'm gonna do sh. Oh yeah, the unit test will fail to build because it's gonna have some assumptions. Okay, well, I mean, that failed at least. I mean, I expected that to fail, but none of the other bits were failed, so that's excellent. I'm gonna deal with the unit test later. That's not in priority right now. So if I do nvim include slash help me, that was a joke. I'm include slash, what was it again? Oh yeah, Excel dot. That was gravity.cpp, and Excel's the actual source file name. I keep forgetting. Why did I do this to myself? Anyway. dd, and it's just gonna end up Excel. I'm just gonna. And do double epsilon. Double epsilon. And now, for the finale, we're just going to have to end up r times r plus epsilon 2, yeah. So now that this is basically complete now, dp.mag2 for accuracy reasons. R times dB times mag2 plus epsilon 2, amazing. Okay, so now that should be fixed now. So right now, and finally, going back to Leapfrog. Does Leapfrog have epsilon? I'm not sure if it does. I don't think it does. I'm gonna check though. I did add that, okay. And epsilon, this is good. Good. Does it build now? Yes, amazing. Did I update to particle.hpp? Go down until oh, why would I bother? Do I want to do this right now? No, I'm just gonna deal with that tomorrow. Do this off camera. I'm just not off camera as in mid-recording session. Off camera as in some off time after this video is published. Yeah, but anyway, I do need to deal with this actual error, so I'm just gonna unit test / leapfrog basic. I find funny the first error it gives is the amount and not the step size, WQ, and now if I do this, oh, where does sig trap come from? LLDB dot slash build slash leapfrog basic. Run. Backtrace. Okay, so where did that occur? At 300 particle.hpp 314.26. Let's see. Okay, here, that's where it came from. It's one of these guys, okay. NVIM. Yeah, I could tell it's there. I don't know what's happening though. Let me just... Okay, so if I just run NVIM... If I run this now, let's see what's happening. There's some error here I cannot comprehend. And that will definitely confuse me. This is an error that is controversy and is chaotic. Okay, so where I added a particle. Yeah, let's just check. Let me check. Can I get LLDB to do this better? Okay, so let me just run this. Standard cout sim.n. It'll just delete dummy since I don't think that's necessary, but yeah, this should This should work. It should be within bounds. LDB dot slash build slash leapfrog basic. Run. Backtrace. $20.33. Q. Yeah. Dare I assume this actually added anything? What even did I'm just gonna do this. Four six two 42652 trace trap, so it doesn't even print anything. Okay. Oh, how much I enjoy paint. Okay, so sim.n, surely that actually did something. Surely that's gonna print 0 or something. Okay, how do I do this? run backtrace. I still don't know how it's, having an error. Wait, is it actually a pending stuff? It's like a check I need to do. I would have done .at, but I didn't add any checks, any .at check semantics there, so great. As our is particle.cpp. Push back 000. Let's just yank this line and just put it everywhere. Okay, Q. Edit WQ. How is there still a sig trap? I still don't understand. I still do not understand one bit how there's a sig trap. Nope, never mind. I'm going to see if this thing is even gonna work. Thread stop reason is hardening assertion, and is less than size. Failed. Oh man. What happened? I still don't know what happened exactly. Particle.hpp 177.40 314.26. I still don't know. How did it not print anything? How did it not print anything? I'm confused. I thought I put a C out in there. Sim.n, yeah, don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It's doing something very weird, and I don't know how to explain it. sim dot. If we standard C out, so I think it means 0 elements were added. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know what kind of stupidity is happening, but let me check. Debug, this is a bunch of standard C outs. Why? Just why? Give me a why. How is the print not printing? That's just confusing the heck out of me. I'm used to doing something, so I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah, that failed. That failed, obviously. But this did not print anything. For some reason. Why? I wanted it to print something. Give me a gun. This is confusing as why. I wanted to print something. It's not. I expected it to print like a 0 or something. It's not. It's not even printing a 0. It's just like printing nothing. Let me just test this if it was even working. Let me just do this like 10,000 times and seeing like 4. Hit the K equals 0. K is less than like, I don't know, let's just do this like 100 times. Increment K. And then do this. On a new line. Do this on a new line and now print. Hopefully, I know it's a traps, but let me see if I can just run this. Okay, cool. It's actually printed something. It's just 0 1,000 times. I don't know it's not being added. I shouldn't need to debug it like this. I'm just going to test what. I'm going to just test this. WQ sim.add particles should be adding particles. Did I forget to push back somewhere? src slash particle.cpp. Yes. Amazing. Aren't we pushing back? I'm confused. Why aren't we getting pushing back? I'm actually confused. Why is it not? Add particles. It should be working. I'm not sure what's wrong. No, that's it. I forgot it. I forget these are in different directories. Anyways, include. Where are you? Otherwise, oh yeah, I think I know why. It's not. I'm not actually appending if there isn't. So data.pushback L. data.pushback L. Okay, so now if I build this, it's completely working now. Amazing. It was just some stupid error I made. And I'm do a final commit. Added separation. Added one vector to hold both test. Both test and what? Test and real. I'm gonna use real. And git push. Okay, finally the video's over. Bye.